What is going on, everybody? Welcome to this exciting episode of this show. What I'd like to do is start off by giving an introduction to the story and then transition to our players. And we're going to meet all of them. So, for many generations, the lands of Avu'Talah have lived in peace under the rule of King Aldos Empyre. From the western grasslands of Aurek Island to the eastern marshes of Lyerlet lands, the lands of Avu'Talah are rich and the people are prosperous. Today we find a small group of students, Highborns, attending the Grandview University. And here they are, starting with Sirona. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Okay, hi, I'm Olivia. I'm also a pinwielder on TikTok and most social media platforms. And today I am playing Sirona, the High Elf Druid.
Grizzsquatch, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hey everybody, I'm Grizzsquatch. You can find me over on TikTok. You can find me over on Twitch with the TTRPG on Fridays. And you can also find me here on this wonderful show. And today I will be playing Highborn, the Fire Genasi fighter.
Pastel, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, my name is Pastel, known as ThiccPastel across all platforms. You can also catch me over the TTRPG on Fridays. And I will be playing Tyra, the warlock, who is a high elf and is super cool, like in my opinion, of course.
And last but certainly not least, the Storytime guy. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Yeah, hi, my name is the Storytime guy. Name is Matt. Very excited to be here. I'm playing Eastly Quat. He's a black dragonborn. And he's just chill and happy. And, even though he's a rogue, I promise, no edgy boy from him.
Are you sure?
I don't think I'm capable of it, if I'm being honest. I don't think I could roleplay being an edgy boy.
Okay, and so those are our 4 students here, and we are going to be starting off. You guys are sitting in class right now. You can imagine a very mystical, wondrous university. Wow. And you're sitting in class, and there's a professor in the front. And these are very small classrooms. There are not many students. So it feels a lot more personal. Your interaction is a lot more one-on-one, it feels. But there's definitely about 15 students here with you. And you recognize all of them. You've been going to school with these people for some time. And up in the front, a very old man with a long beard and very much balding, but he has some long gray hair, and it's a little burnt, singed on one side. And he goes through his book and he's flipping back and forth, and he says, yes, well, remember when I said we were going to be talking about chapter 394? By a show of hands, how many of you have read the chapter?
I need to roll for deception.
That's you could just show your hand, or
I want to say yes.
Roll for deception.
But it's a no. I got a 19 for deception. I definitely didn't read it, but I'm still going to raise my hand.
Yes, it looks like many of you have read it. Well, would you look at the time? Oh, it seems that we've actually run out of time. We were talking 392 and 93. We ran out of time for 94. So I'm going to have you all review it for one more night. We will talk about it again tomorrow during class time. That is your assignment for the evening. Are there any questions on anything we've covered?
Yes. Is there going to be? Is there anything specific in the last chapter that we need to pay special attention to?
Well,
I wink at him. That was a good question.
You'll notice that this is a chapter on hollow pixies, which have been extinct for a very long time. But we like to make sure we are knowledgeable of history, for history is always bound to repeat itself. And who knows when hollow pixies may return. Yes, Sirona.
Excuse me, Mr. Professor, man, I'm really sorry to disagree with you, but I don't believe that the pixies are extinct. So, yeah.
Well, child, it's very interesting you would point that out, but hollow pixies have been expired, extinct for thousands of years.
Yeah, well, I still don't believe you. I mean, Just because you haven't been in the same places, one does not mean they don't exist still. I'm gonna be looking for them, just so you know, okay? Okay.
That is very great, Serona. You're always a good sport. Yes, yes, Itzy.
Question. Are we going to be bringing them back to life? You said that they're extinct. History repeats itself. Are we going to bring them back to life? And is it more like necromantic, or is it like, are we going to try to breed a similar species? I'm just curious.
No, this is a history class. This is not a dark arts or necromancy class. I am Professor Reynard of the history department.
Shoot, I thought this was a magic. Oh yeah, no, yeah, of course. History is bound to repeat itself. But in this particular instance,
history.
Yeah, but in this particular instance, I don't think extinct things can repeat themselves, right?
At this point, I need Tyra to roll a perception check. And would you say that you guys are sitting together, or you like kind of spaced out?
Serona is sitting next to Tyra.
I was gonna say, Serona and I are sitting next to each other for sure, without question.
EJ is definitely sitting at the front.
Okay.
Same. I'm definitely sitting in the front too.
Okay, and then so
I haven't been paying attention at all. I've been checking out my nails because I just painted them earlier today. I got a 7 perception.
Oh, excellent. Serona, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, that was a crit. Oh, but that's a 17, so 17 plus stuff.
So then, Serona, you see from the corner of your eye as up in the front, Itzy is like waving and having this conversation, picking up where you left off. Tyra, you feel hitting the back of your head is a paper ball, and Serona, you notice it in the corner of your eye as Tyra. Yeah, you get struck with a crumpled up
around really fast
ball of paper. You turn around really fast.
I turn around also.
Okay, and you see sitting there is a group of 3 girls. One of them is Yana, who is kind of like one of the more aggressive students that has a bad attitude, and she is just looking at you like, yeah,
bunch of bitch. Sorry, wait, I don't notice this, right? No.
Like just kind of like pretending to like, she looks up at you like, what's your problem?
I have a question for you.
Oh,
did you just hit my friend with a ball of paper?
No.
Pretty sure she did.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't?
I
Okay,
didn't know.
I won't do anything either. That's fine. And then she turns around and sits back in her seat and immediately starts scribbling notes on a little piece of paper.
It's okay. It's okay, Serona. All she was doing was giving us an account of her life. Turn back around.
I have 6 ideas for new pranks, Tyra. I will get her. She will not assault my best friend in the whole wide world and get away with it.
Tyra, give me a perception check.
Okay. It's going to be 21.
21. You watch as Serona gets bopped in the head with another wad of paper, but Serona is not paying attention, so she doesn't see.
Okay. Well, in that case, I am going to not react, but I am going to cast Mage Hand and tie her shoes together if she has laces.
Are you going to look back first, or are you just going to cast the Mage Hand on Yana?
You know what? Actually, that's a good point. I will turn around and look and see like what I could do with the Mage Hand. Does she have? I'm gonna look her. They're just gonna basically like look her up and down and scowl at her.
Okay. So real quick, just to paint the picture, Yana is a high elf, not unlike yourself. Very similar age range. And you get the vibe that like she's definitely like kind of challenging you. Next to her is Keela, who's a gnome, and next to her is Thistle, who is a fairy. And it seems like they're all really close friends, but they're all really preppy. Jumping back to the front of the room, Itzy, you've got in the front, the professor is just wrapping up. This is a history class. You'll be able to learn about things just in case they were to no longer be, extinct.
Are you saying we're going to learn how to kill undead creatures? Because I would love to do that.
I think you Well, I think you might have chosen the wrong class. This is just a history class.
It was a mandatory class.
Yes, I suppose it was. Anyway, students, that is enough for today. You've got your assignments, and I will see you tomorrow. And with that, everybody begins to stand up and walk around.
As soon as we get that dismissal, Sirona turns and is very, very casually and kind of under her desk going to cast Prestidigitation 3 times. The first effect, she's going to make a brown stain appear on Yana's pants or skirt or whatever.
Are you Amber hurting her?
No.
On her rear.
Oh no.
And then in addition to that stain color, I'm also going to it says that I can instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot, so I'm going to add some dirty smears around the initial brown stain. And then the third and final thing is I'm going to do an odd odor thing and make the smell of poop waft around her, and then turn back around and start gathering up my things from my desk. Okay. And then I'll look over at Tyra and just be like, hey, I took care of it.
All is even.
Are you doing this stealthed, or are you just casting this? All right, so
under the desk.
I need a stealth check, because the girls are kind of like.
Yes, I'm excellent at this. So that is a natural 19 on the die.
Okay. She's throwing arcane gang signs underneath her desk.
Yeah, man.
Naruto,
yeah, there you go. She's doing Naruto
stuff under here. Yeah.
24.
Multiverse of Madness ain't got nothing on you. Anyway, yeah.
Prank jutsu.
So I'm gonna say that is successful, but I want to jump over to what is Hite doing at this point? Class is just ended.
I was about. Who was you asking for? Me or
you? Hite.
Okay. Hite is making special notes, like study this chapter, this section, this paragraph, all this stuff. Like he's definitely taking this class very seriously.
I'm gonna ask over. Can I borrow your notes later?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. Because I didn't take any, and I just show up my it's just blank. Just blank.
You should really apply yourself to your studies.
I should. Anyways, I'll get those notes from you later. And I turn around and saunter off. Scamper. I think scamper is a more accurate word.
So between all of you, you all have your next class is in 45 minutes. And so you have 3 locations pretty much that you can go, that you can go to spend time in. You could, but aside from these 3 locations, you can always go and just kind of explore the university grounds or go find ways to get into trouble. But the 3 primary locations are the cafeteria for lunch, because it is 11 a.m. The common area to go and study or work on your stuff or be around other people, or the library. Those are the 3 primary locations that students usually go to in their downtime. Like I said, you've got 45 minutes. I will turn it over to you to tell me where you guys would all like to go. You don't all have to go together, but that's up to you.
Do we have any friends outside of this group? Are we friends? Are we predetermined friends?
Yes.
Acquaintances?
You guys all know each other, but that doesn't mean you're all the bestest friends. Y'all have been in the same class for some time. So you've known each other for at least 3 to 5 years.
So we're friends. Yeah, we're friends. Okay. I would like to leave the room first, but then definitely pretend to look like I have an excuse to stop, and then wait for them, and then follow them, whatever they decide to do.
So you're gonna hide on the wall, with the foot up, on the with your knee up,
That's too edgy, boy. I think that would yeah, I would. Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do that. Let's do. Play this rogue up. Yeah, sure. But put my foot up and be
give me a
stretching,
performance check.
pick my teeth. Yeah.
I know you said this was a university. Do we have school uniforms?
Do you want school uniforms?
Kinda.
No, we don't.
Oh my god.
No. Oh, come on.
I
no.
didn't write in if there was like guaranteed uniforms.
No,
Why
it's
are
cool.
you
It's
making
cool.
me look? I worked so hard on this.
I know. Okay, wait. I didn't think about it before I said it. I'm sorry.
You
I
were
rolled a
thinking
nat
about it to
one.
make yourself proud of
You rolled a nat 1. Okay, yeah. We'll find out what happens with that nat 1 in a second. Bouncing back over to Sirona and Tyra, the girls turn and they like storm off, but they haven't really noticed anything. They just kind of snicker and laugh as they leave.
Do you want to follow them?
Oh yes, definitely. I want to see. Did you notice? Did you notice what I did? I don't think you did.
What? I feel like
I made it look like she pooped her pants.
perfect. Okay.
And it
Well, then we
also
definitely
smells
have to
like
see how
that too.
turns out.
We have to stay close because I need to cast Prestidigitation a few more times and make it keep smelling like crap so that people will notice.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
Do we see this? Do we see it?
Go.
Oh, they're in the back of the room. Itzy's already walked out, so you're already outside, so you don't
You will
notice yet.
shortly.
That's what I'm like. Will I see when she walks
where's
out?
Hite at this time?
He too would be
It's
the
in front of
last
the
one to leave the
class.
classroom.
Okay, so he's gonna pack his
Weeb.
books up.
I know.
I'm following the mean girls out at a
Yes.
healthy-ish distance, but I keep
Yes.
casting Prestidigitation and wafting that smell of poop after her.
Yeah, they are going to continue moving, and it's going to take them a long time to notice. You got Tyra, you're following
fair.
Sirona?
Yep.
So you guys would be basically the second to last to leave the room. The whole room clears out quick. Everybody kind of runs out. They don't want to hang out. And then you guys will 100% notice Itzy. You see that this group of girls passes by, that the 3 girls pass by, and you get an immediate woof of like this stench hits your nose, Itzy.
Okay. Gee, I don't even know.
It
Do I know
causes
that there
you.
are enemies? Do I know that they're like the Regina George?
You would know that they definitely like mess with Tyra. She like really tries. They dress similarly. She tries to mess with her.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
gonna-
the mean girls.
I'm gonna let out a cackle because I like a and then immediately go back to my one performance of just minding my business.
As you let out the ha, you slip and fall. To which Tyra and Sirona are now seeing this. So you see Itzy fall and hit the ground.
I'm gonna pose on the ground. I'm just gonna continue the pose I was doing just now, laying down, because I still think I'm cool.
Sirona's giving you thumbs up.
Hite, you are now coming out behind them, and you could see Itzy's on the floor, and the girls are walking in front of you. The 3 girls make it outside. And it's
Did I see the stain on the one girl?
Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna help Itzy up.
I'm gonna say I did it with a 4.
Yeah, you didn't notice. You're too focused on Itzy, who's on the floor and like posing.
It's a nice floor. It's a comfortable floor.
I'm gonna help him up as we go by, actually.
Yeah, Itzy, Tyra helps you up.
Yeah, I accept the hand. I say, oh, I was fine. I was actually.
Okay. All right. Well, sturdy on the ground. So like, wash your clothes, I guess, when you get back home.
Once a month, you know.
Okay.
I'm gonna change
I'm
that.
like, all right, like to each their own. But we're gonna follow those girls because they were jerks. So.
Nice. Are we gonna push them down a flight of stairs, or are we like reeling that back? Like tell me the flight of stairs, or like just like soft.
Hite is behind, and you're all for the first time. You guys are all together, and Hite, you hear Itzy saying, this. Yeah, you hear him saying.
He's like, no, we're not pushing anybody down the stairs.
Okay, so we're bringing it down to what level? Like
my level.
Well, that's still pretty high. That's a.
Well, we're gonna
well, nobody's going to get hurt.
Then it's not really a prank.
As long as nobody
Are you
gets
going
hurt.
to tell me how to do pranks? Is that what's happening right now?
I'm the prank master. Are you kidding me?
You are not.
Yes, I am. I steal people's underwear all the time.
Oh,
stealing people's underwear
what?
is stupid. That's lame. That is lame.
It's cool.
That's basic.
And I steal
That
their
is
left
level
socks.
one.
Wait,
I
Hite
still-
and Tyra,
No.
roll a history check for me, please.
I was
So
about to say.
Wait a
Give
minute.
me a history check.
Oh no! Oh, not on the table again! No! That was twice it
Oh,
rolled
man,
off the table.
it's so great.
Okay. You said
13.
history?
History, yes.
I think I'm actually proficient in history. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Okay. 14.
Tyra, what'd you roll?
13.
All right, so Tyra, you like kind of feel like you've heard of stories of somebody stealing underwear. Hite, you're like, oh, somebody's been stealing underwear for more than a year, and like nobody knew who it was, and Itzy just confirmed it.
Prankmaster.
You're
I think
not
those
the
are funny.
prank master. I'm sorry, but no, that's
Then
ridiculous.
prank off. Let's prank off right now before our next
Let's
class. Prank off.
go.
Okay.
How many
Okay.
Okay.
times?
So what's your prank
Like,
gonna
is
be?
this like your fourth prank off?
I'm not
or
telling
two,
you.
or-
What?
Well,
Sorry, Tyra, huh?
I feel like this is your guys' like fourth prank off, right?
I don't know. I kind
I
of
don't
lose
keep track
count.
of these things. Yeah.
It's-
Because if I keep track and I'm losing, then I know how much I'm losing, and I don't like that. So
Well,
try not to keep track of these things.
Speaking of keeping track, we're kind of losing those guys. So
All right, I run up and I turn on the charm bomb, and I go up in front of one of the girls, and I say, "Hey, you want to get something to eat?"
Wait, are you talking about one of the three mean
Yeah,
girls?
the three girls. Yeah,
All
the
right,
three
so
mean girls.
when you go to move this, or you turn the corner and you see that they have made it outside, and there's these kind of beautiful glass doors, and they're already outside. They're a couple of paces away
I'm charging.
down the road. But as you turn and look through these glass doors, you see that there is a group of students kind of surrounding them, pointing and laughing and holding their nose as everybody is kind of hovering around, just noticing the stain on Yana's skirt. It's this.
I'm gonna shout, "I did that! Take it!"
Rona, he took credit for your work. What?
Was that your prank? Well, golly,
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. You
No,
didn't
that
tell
wasn't
me.
that wasn't my prank. What are you talking about? She
Exactly,
crapped her
it was my
pants. That's
prank.
not
You
my
did
fault.
this to
Pants.
me? As you hear Yana calls out from about 45 feet away, she's like yelling at you. You did this?
Um,
It's
You
a
two
really
is-
good prank. You win, and then I run.
Oh, well, never mind.
I just
I need Itzy to roll a deception check.
yeah, I'm gonna shout, "Look, a distraction!" And
Roll a deception check, right?
I got
Well, I didn't think this all the
dirty
way
20.
through.
I got a dirty 20.
Disgusting.
Oh,
It was you. It was you. But you're. Oh my gosh, this is gross. I'm telling.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout, "Look, a distraction!" and then take off running, following Serena.
What are the rest of you doing? And Serona, what direction are you running in first?
towards the cafeteria
Towards the
Oh,
cafeteria.
good, I'm hungry.
as
Okay,
fast as I
Hite
can.
and Tyra.
Ordeal made me very hungry for chocolate.
Full
pudding.
set.
I'm walking at a brisk pace towards closer to the next class, but still like outside.
Okay. And Tyra?
Well, I I'm gonna head towards the cafeteria, but I'm gonna act like I'm just gonna walk like nothing is going on at all.
Okay. Serona, you charge ahead, chasing towards the cafeteria. Itzy charging behind you, and then Tyra follows. As you're running ahead, it's just there's tons of students moving around of varying ages and age ranges, all different kinds of races. It's a very populated place, which is really great because considering the classes are so small, but there's so many people here on this island. You guys are on an island that is to the south of the entire kingdom. And this is, just to be clear, this is where all of the more or less highborn go to learn. And being that there are so many people here, you realize that there's a lot of people that are considered highborn in this kingdom. People are very well off here. There's a lot of peace. Everybody is well with each other, and it's great. As you run past Serona, a lot of people are like, "Hi, Serona. Hey, hi. How you doing, Serona? How's it going?" They recognize you.
Hello, hi.
Can I try to take one of their hats?
Well, as
Your
it's
hair looks really good today.
Itzy, as you run by, Itzy's like, there's some of them like, hey, you still owe me money.
I'm gonna say, talk to Fred. There's no Fred, and if there is a Fred, sorry, Fred.
His name is Fred. Okay, I talked to Fred for my money. Tyra, as you walk through the same area, people are like, hi Tyra, hi Tyra. Like people recognize you.
How are you today?
Oh, we're really great. It's great. It's a beautiful day.
How's your mom?
She's like, I haven't really heard from her in a long time. It's been a little while. You know, she's out in that forest looking for that all those reagents, right? Alchemists,
Right.
It's a hard job.
Right. Well, she's doing her best for you, and that's all a parent really should do, right? Like she's like helping you and like supporting you though, right? Like in her own way.
Well, have you heard from your parents lately? How are your parents? That's more important.
They're pretty good. Yeah. I gotta go because Serona is like getting away from me. You know, she's a she's a handful.
Yeah.
So,
you're still really close with her?
with Serona?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Isn't she like? Is it true like what people say like about her?
That she's really good at pranks, or
No,
that she's really like, pretty hair.
She's got like a lot of problems. Like, is that true?
Well, don't we all have problems? So
like
I'm not really sure what you mean.
Like a lot of people talk, and then another girl chimes in, it's like, yeah, like everybody is like really worried like to be close to her. Like she causes a lot of trouble everywhere she goes.
Oh yeah, that's like she's just having fun. There's nothing wrong with her.
Like
She's
you should
just
watch
having fun.
out. Like you look great. We don't want anything to happen to you. Like, if you like lost fingers or hands or arms or stuff, like we don't know what would happen, but like we've heard stories that like she's got like gets crazy and like just like chopped someone's hand off one time. Like that was a wild story.
What?
Or like this
No.
one time, have you heard like she
Freaking
raided
hardcore.
the kitchen one time? She destroyed the entire kitchen
It's probably me.
because
I
she
think
got a
probably-
bad grade.
I bet it was more that she was trying to find like the cookies and they were in a really weird spot.
Yeah. Okay, that's not, I guess. I mean, you're really close, so you would know. But anyway,
Yeah,
you have a
yeah.
great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Great, you have a good day. Bye.
Hite, as you're walking towards your class, you can hear that those mean girls that your group had been dealing with before are like all huddled up kind of together. And now there's a couple of like tough guys that are around them too. Think like the jocks, the ones that you see personally when you're training for combat, when you're doing your combat training. And these guys think who they are, okay? They're like the big ones. They got the muscles. They're on juice. So like, that's why they're so jacked. It's like, it's these guys. And they're there and they're like, what did they do to you? What do you mean? What do you mean they did that to you? And like, they're trying to reverse the spell and clean up the mess. That's what you're saying. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I would like to steal a hat. I rolled an 11 to sleight of hand to steal a hat off someone.
Itzy, as you're running through and people are like looking for your somebody was like, hey, where's my money? You just like run by and pick off a hat and then take it and keep running from just a bystander that wasn't looking at you.
Wonderful. Excellent. My plan is coming together.
It's like
Excellent.
it's like a Titma fedora kind of hat. That's what it is.
I'll take it. And I put it on my head and go, no, I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay. Hite, what are you doing with those girls, or at all? What are you doing? You just saw.
I'm just doing my best to not pay any attention to them. I'm actually a short distance walk from the next class, but still outside. I'm actually just practicing with a couple of hand axes while I'm waiting for the next class.
So outside your class, there's going to be these like wooden posts that have like wooden arms attached to them that people mostly use to the equivalent of shadow boxing or shadow fighting.
Right on.
That's what you can do.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Serona, you rush into the cafeteria and it's packed with people and there's lines of people waiting to get food and sitting down, and you recognize a lot of these people, and they just kind of like look at you, and more of the younger crowd waves to you. The older crowd, not so much. What would you like to do?
As I'm waving to all of them, I'm going to look around to see if there are any of the younger kids who have some extra food on their plates.
Give me a perception
And
check
then
for that.
see if I can like bum little bits off of people so I don't have to wait in line.
Do I know that
And-
she's gonna do this? Can I see that she's gonna do this? Because I have a better
Itzy,
plan.
as you walk in, you see that Serona has stopped and is looking around.
23.
Itzy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna say, do I recognize any of like the front kid at the front of the line?
Give me a history check.
Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm gonna do it regardless, but you know, it helps that if it helps to know something before I bull. So, I got a 12.
You've seen him before, but you don't know his name.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go up and be like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" And I'm gonna walk right and just cut in front of everyone, right to him. Like, "Hey, man, what's up?" I was like, "Hey, you know, like, let me. I got you for this. I got you for this. Let me get you for this." I'm just gonna grab the food.
You're just gonna grab his.
Do we pay right there? Do we pay right there?
Yeah.
How do we? Okay. I'm gonna put a bag of not money. Just I keep bags of coins that aren't actual like buttons and stuff. I'm gonna put one down, slide it intentionally across the desk so it falls on the floor, and then grab the food and just turn and quickly walk away with it.
I'm gonna need a persuasion check at first. At the same time, give me that persuasion check. Back to Serona. Serona, you found the table to go and sit at. Do you go and sit down?
Yeah, I was looking to see if there were younger kids who had food that I could like charm and bum off of them.
Yeah, no,
and
there's
then
definitely
collect.
you've definitely found a few of them. But real
Okay.
quick, Tyra, what's Tyra doing at this point?
Just continuing to make my way towards the cafeteria.
So you definitely would get there by now.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out where Serona went.
Okay. So then pause on that. Back to Itzy. What was that roll?
19.
19.
Persuasion.
Yeah, the guy's like, oh, okay, Itzy, cool. It's good to see you, man. Yeah, how's class?
But good. How's everything with your that one thing?
No, it's been like really good. Like, you remember when you gave me that advice of lighting, you know, my paperwork on fire to get the spell started? You know, that didn't work at all.
Yeah, don't listen to me is my advice. Unless I need something from you. I'll probably won't tell you the difference between the two. But speaking of that latter point, and I just grab the food and walk away.
Give me a sleight of hand while this conversation's going.
It's gonna end up terrible or not.
In
I got
Call
it.
of Cthulhu, this would be called fast talk.
Wait, an 18?
8.
Oh, you pick up the guy's food and you just like, and what exactly were you saying?
I'm just picking it up and I'm walking
Yeah.
away with him.
He's like,
Just,
wait,
like, picking.
yeah, but like you told me, like I needed to listen to you. Like that was the whole thing. Like you said, you were the team captain of the salamander crew, and you said that
probably
if
a
we
lie.
lit the paperwork on fire, we could start the spell.
Yeah. Do you want a hat?
Do I want a hat? I'm already wearing a hat. I don't need another one. And why are you holding my lunch? I'll take my lunch back. And he puts his hands out to take his lunch back.
Do I see this?
Give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
Hite, also give me a perception check.
I would like to just nosedive it, just throw just trip forward on the
6.
tray. on, that,
16.
on that person.
16. Okay.
I don't know what
Tyra,
that
was
would
that?
be.
Did you say 6?
Yes. 6.
You don't see him, but you do see Serona, who's like picking food off of somebody's plate.
Basically being like, hey, oh my goodness, that looks like a really good cookie. Are you gonna finish that? Can I have your name?
I was gonna finish the cookie. It's my favorite
you
cookie.
were-
I like. It's a double chocolate chip cookie. It's my favorite.
Oh,
Chocolate?
Serona.
You say it as chocolate. Hi, Tyra. Hold on.
It's my double
said it
chocolate
has-
chocolate. My mommy made it.
Is your mommy a good cook?
My mommy is the bestest chef in the whole world. I love my mommy.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean you don't believe me?
I don't
love
believe you.
my mommy. This is
No, I
ridiculous.
believe that you love your mommy, but
Why
I
would
don't
you
believe
say I
that
don't
she's the
love my mommy?
No, I'm.
I'm busy.
Hey, listen.
Goodness.
I believe that you love your mommy. I said
At this point, you hear as
best cook.
you all hear as Itzy hits the floor with the with the lunch.
As it's on the ground, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then that's when I'm gonna try to grab just any item that I can, just any single item.
You could the fries have hit the floor, but the sandwich is unscathed and landed in the basket.
I'm just gonna take a handful of the fries. Be like, I throw this away for you.
Fries, okay, yeah, you grab a handful of fries. While this is going on, Hitte, well, you rolled a 16 perception, and you hear you're like practicing here, and you're getting your moves down, and you're getting those rotations down that you've been practicing with your commander, and you hear muffled whispers coming from behind you, talking out in the distance, like some feet away. Yeah, that's the guy. Let's get him.
Stop, slowly turn around.
As you turn, you see two of those jock dudes are trying to creep up on you.
Can I help you?
Yeah. We was told that you started the trouble. You were with the friends that started trouble with my girl.
Did I do anything?
Well, you didn't do nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
By that logic, neither did you.
Well, I wasn't in that class, okay? My girl comes out screaming, crying that she smells like crap. I got a problem with that.
Break master.
I'm still confused of how this pertains to me.
You're friends with the friends who made my girlfriend's skirt smell like crap. We had to clean it up. I'm not happy.
At this point, he's like getting in your face.
Well, did you ask these friends of mine why they would do that?
I ain't talking to them, am I? I'm talking to you.
This is the first time I'm even hearing of it.
Wait, you know what? Yeah, hold him down. And the other guy goes to try to grab you.
Okay. So opposed grapple check, I'm assuming?
You're correct.
Okay.
Get him.
That's a dirty 20.
No. The guy puts his hands out to grab you, but they're like, it's like just kind of like weak hands. And go ahead and describe what you do to reject that.
As I'm assuming, like he's doing the typical thing of like lurching to grab.
Yeah.
Okay. Just with the bottom of the handle of the hand axis, just like pop the back of the wrist is just swatting it away.
Yeah. As you hit him, you hear a very dominant crack. It goes, oh.
I am terribly sorry. I am so sorry. That was
my hand. There's something that hurt. Oh God! Look at what you did to my boy. Look at what you did. First, your girls is attacking my girlfriend, and now you're gonna bop my boy's hand here. Do you know how much trouble
really
you're
good
in?
at the follow through, and I am so sorry.
And at this point, you hear coming from inside the building as he steps out, Hitte, what is going on here? And as you look over, you see Commander Jace is standing there.
Oh, immediately putting the axes away.
Who's in trouble?
Somebody's in trouble.
What?
Immediately put the axes away.
Is the meaning of this?
Sir Jace, they intended to pin me down. This one lurched forward. It was reaction.
And
I went with the follow through, and I shouldn't have. I think I may have damaged his wrist.
Oh, Oh, he goes like from being like one of these like big guys who's like thinking big, puffing his chest out, and now he's like crying. It's like, Commander Jason, look at what he did to my boy. All right, look at what he did. Now, settle down. Okay, take him to the infirmary, okay, for treatment. Hite, must we have these conversations often?
Shame,
No, sir.
shame.
Good. And standing next to him is your friend, who's somebody that you've been training with for a long time. It is Ethling Alark. This is the prince of the whole kingdom who comes out with him. He's like, dude, what did you do? Break it? You busted his wrist?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
No, it's not.
Nah, that was a good shot. You got
You're
him.
not helping.
Dude, he's like, nah, come on, Commander. It wasn't like, look, these guys suck. He totally whacked them, man. It was really good.
Like looking at Jace, looking at the prince, it's like, really, Your Highness, right now.
Hey, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's fine. Right, Commander? We're all good, right? The bullies got hit. It's no big deal, right? Well, I suppose. Fine. Boys, resume your training. I need to step away for something now. And he turns and walks away. And he walks rather briskly, and he's holding a bunch of papers. And you definitely haven't seen him walk with that much haste at anything. This is an older man where his heavy armor really weighs him down. So it takes him a while to move. But like he's moving very quickly. And we're going to put a cap on that, jump right back to Itzy just grabbed a handful of fries, and Serona, he just made a little boy cry. It is my mommy. I love my mommy.
No, it's not that I don't believe that you love your mommy. I know you love your mommy. You're a very good son. You're a very good child.
Persuasion check.
What I don't believe is that your mommy is the best cook. I'm sorry. There are a lot of really good cooks.
What was that persuasion check?
That is a 12 plus.
You're gonna bully
Money,
this
I don't
kid
know.
for his cookie.
So 14 total.
14. My mommy's the bestest cook. I love my mommy.
Well,
She's a
you
great
know how-
cook.
You know how you could prove it to me?
Why do I have to prove it to you?
I can't.
Tyra, are you intervening in any way?
You could prove it to me by giving me half of your cookies. Just break it in half and we'll share.
Freaking Hopper from Bug's Life over here. Pay up, ants.
Well, maybe Serota, we could like, instead of taking the cookie, we could ask for the recipe. That way we can make it ourselves.
That would take a really long time. This is just a much easier solution. Shh, Tyra, shh.
Itzy, give me a dexterity saving throw. Or I'm sorry, dexterity check right now.
Let me see. Give me a second. Let's see. Dexterity. Come on. Okay. Dexterity saving throw is going to be God. 8.
8. So you're able to like move away, but enough people have clocked you as scooping up fries and walking.
I just grabbing a hand. I'm gonna throw it in the trash.
You're
on the
you
ground.
you're gonna throw it in the trash?
I'm gonna go to the trash.
Okay. Yeah, people are like watching you, and that the guy that you stole his food is like picking you up. He's like, "Come on, man, why'd you do that?" And he doesn't engage with you.
Lunch.
He
I
doesn't
owe you
engage
lunch.
with you. You're able to sneak away.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go over to them and offer them fries.
Uh,
You guys want some fries? And I'll just take a bite of it.
no.
I just hold up a hand because I'm still intently focused on this child and this cookie.
Listen, yes.
You're a really, really nice kid. I really like hanging out
But
with
do you
you.
even know my name and you're going to insult my mommy?
His name's Billy.
I'm not insulting your mommy. But you know what? That's a good point. I don't know your name. I have not met you yet. Hi,
Billy.
I'm Serona.
It's Billy.
What is your name?
My name's Billy. Hi, Itzy. How you doing?
Hey, Billy.
It's been a minute.
Hi, Billy. It's really
His
nice to
mom
meet you.
makes the best cookies.
Yeah, he's met
I-
my mom.
I've heard.
He came over one time and he met my mom and she made a ton of cookies. It was a really good time.
Yeah.
I've
One
heard.
might say it's the only reason
Really
we're
cool.
friends.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that, but
Really,
There's
really
some
cool.
price.
That's amazing. Do you know what, Billy? It's been a really long time since anybody's let me have any chocolate. Do you know what it feels like to not get chocolate for a really long time? It's really sad.
You know what? I really want to just finish my lunch. So here, you could have my cookie. It's fine.
don't give her the cookie. She's asthmatic. It'll kill her.
I'll split it in half with you, so you still get some. Thank
Oh.
you for sharing. That's really kind of you.
Are you going to split
Really?
the cookie yourself?
Yes.
Please give me a
I-
sleight of hand check.
I break the cookie in half and I take the slightly larger half. That is a 14 plus. What is my sleight of hand? Ooh,
Tyra, perception
17.
check.
It's 17.
17.
okay.
Yeah. You
And-
8.
And I take the half that has a little more chocolate.
you definitely, because you rolled a 17 and you know what you're doing, you give it,
Mhm.
you split it like 75, 25%, and you give him the 25%, and you get like all the chocolate chunks.
No, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to 50%.
Oh, so you
Like, she's-
really give it,
she's
you give
being
him-
honest.
you're
Yeah,
being
she's-
the good,
Yes,
not being chaotic evil here.
Just correct. We're chaotic good. Okay.
Okay.
So
Fine,
yeah.
cool. Tyra, what was that perception?
Yeah.
That was an 8. I am not perceptive of anything.
Yeah, you're not perceptive of anything. Quickly jumping back with Hitte. The Alaric is gonna lean over and be like, all right, dude, come on. We could practice all day. Why don't we go get some lunch and then we can come back for class? We got plenty of time. We got like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing's
Is,
gonna change. here.
is something eating Jace?
You know, he was saying that there's something going on, and he's got to go to this like council meeting, and there's like something. I don't know. He said he couldn't really tell me. It was like a need to know kind of thing.
Okay.
Come on, let's go. I think they got like chicken available today. It's like that rotisserie chicken. Where they
Oh.
spin it on the pit for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's
Okay.
go. Come on, let's go. We'll go eat, and then we'll come back and we'll train. It's no big deal. So he
All
takes off. Do
All right. I
and
follow
you-
after him.
You follow. So you guys will be making up ground, and this is all kind of happening simultaneously. So by the time you guys are getting there, Hitte and the Lark are arriving. You'll be watching as those 3 mean girls and 2 guys, one of them holding his wrist, are going into the cafeteria. Itzy and Serona. Serona, you're busy. Tyra, you failed. Itzy, give me a perception check.
Okie dokies.
I've definitely like left all of my friends kind of behind, and I'm just making my rounds like charming people.
It's a
and-
tight
and
circle of tables that you'd be moving
getting-
through. So,
Okay.
what was that roll, Itzy?
13.
13. Itzy, you see on the corner of your eye that that girl looks familiar. Walks into the room, but you don't really.
Like I see, but I don't see it.
Yeah, like you see it in the corner of your eye, like, oh, that looks like somebody familiar, but you don't look. You don't deliberately look and see who walks in. Tyra, you feel at the something pull on your hair. Moment later,
I'm gonna turn and see what it is.
it's Yana.
Oh, hi. Can I help you?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Standing here? I don't
I-
know. It's the
I know
cafeteria.
it was you. I know it was you who cast that spell on me back in class and made me smell like.
Oh,
I know it was you.
Actually, it was me. I'm the
Okay.
prank master.
No,
Oh.
I know it was her because she's got to get even with me.
Well,
Can he
for what?
see and hear this going on as me and the prince are entering the cafeteria?
at this point, you guys would be entering, so their conversations, it's kind of
Just
loud.
happening.
So this is just happening as you guys are getting
Okay.
in. But you're all now in the same room.
Okay.
Well, I'm flattered that you think I'm capable of such magic, but I'm certainly not. I don't know if you paid attention at all, but like kind of a chosen of the being of the sun, do sun things, fire things. It's like my entire thing. So putting stuff and on your behind, I don't know, like, are you sure that it was a spell and it wasn't, just an oversight of your breakfast?
You know what? This is ridiculous. And just what? Because you think you're so cool because you got like chosen, right? You think you're so damn cool. All right. I'm sick of it. Okay. All right. And she's
More
like
a no. So.
she's kind of getting ready to square up. Yeah, Grizz.
All right.
Ooh, yes.
Wait, Hite, what?
Oh, sorry. Oh.
I think we're giving a high five.
Air five.
No.
What do?
Are the jocks like standing? I'm assuming a lot here. Is the jocks like on either side of this girl?
The jocks, from what you could see, look like they're kind of focusing on Itzy.
I'm gonna break away from the prince and just stand a short distance away from the jocks, but just holding action to see what they do, and if they try to attack Itzy.
Are they gonna attack? Are they squared up? Are the guys
I
squared
don't
up
know.
too?
I don't
They're
know.
like
prepping
kind of
for it.
acting big, but one of them's, you notice one of them's holding his wrist, and he's like, he can't be that intimidating.
Okay.
Standing
What's
a short distance
the
away,
school's
just holding
policy on
action if they
fighting?
Try to do anything.
Forbidden.
Yeah, what is
Strictly forbidden.
Got it.
Like suspension, detention, expulsion. What's the?
Give me a history check, both of you.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I can do that. That's something I'm good at.
I think that's a
15.
+3. It's either a +3 or a +4. What was it
I
again?
got a 9.
+3. I got a 18.
18. Okay.
Mhm.
Itzy, you think that there's no problem. It's like, you've gotten caught, and it's like, they call like your parents, but it's always been like, no big deal. Hite, you know that like a bad record for fighting, especially for you, is bad news. You do not want to get caught fighting. Tyra,
Yep.
did you roll?
Yeah, I got 15.
Yeah, you know as well. It's not good to get caught fighting. Serona, did you roll for that too?
No, I'm bumming food.
Busy. She's bumming food.
Not
Okay.
caring.
I would like to preemptive. The moment I see any movement on, I would like to preemptive and just strike first.
Strike first. Strike
Yeah,
hard.
I'm going to.
No mercy.
I want to.
No
I want to
mercy.
shout. I want to shout, "Eye gouge!" and then punch him right in that wrist that he's holding.
Misdirect.
Yes.
Here's what happens. First, go ahead and roll to attack.
This is a punch attack.
Yeah, it's an unarmed attack.
I got 12.
That he's not wearing armor. I think that's a miss. Hold
I was
on.
about to say whatever they're you go off of
The
10
dex
plus their
mod.
dex mod.
No, that is a miss. That is definitely a miss. Okay.
Can I get advantage because I'm distracting him with by shouting "eye gouge"? He's not a smart man.
I'll allow
I feel
it.
like
He's in a lot of pain. His wrist just broke, and he didn't go to the infirmary. Yeah, go ahead. Roll with
Okay,
advantage.
Thank you. I just figure. I mean, it's
If it wasn't such something's about to happen, obviously, but yeah, go ahead.
18. Boom.
You hear a very loud "ow," and as you all hear this boy cry, Hite, you hear this as well. "Ow!" as he yells out, in such pain. All of you, there is an overwhelming noise, a cracking noise. The entire ground shakes and rumbles. The walls begin to shake, and paintings, portraits come crashing down. Like an earthquake is shaking the ground around you. Tables are falling over. People are falling over. I need all of you to roll me a dexterity saving throw. You hear explosion coming through the sky.
And here's where I die.
16.
Doing what you love.
You're
bumming food
stabilized.
off people.
9.
You have fallen down.
6.
You have fallen down.
Well, bad at perception, but 16 for dexterity.
16. You're able to keep yourself up.
On the floor.
So those of us
Hite,
that fell, we take a nosedive and $1 million baby ourselves.
actually,
As I fall, I'm going
It's
to
only
clutch
episode
that
1.
cookie. I'm clutching that cookie. Let go of whatever else food I have managed. I am clinging to this.
Serona, you take 1 point of damage because you're only worried about the cookie. Hite, Alark catches you as you go down, and he's able to stabilize you. So you're only on a knee. You take no damage. Serona, you boom hit the ground right on your shoulder. It's definitely not a good feeling. And there's people falling all over around you, and it's oh, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody is shocked, terrified, and
But how's the cookie though?
she's got the cookie, and there's a few crumbles have fallen off, but they're in her palm. She's got the cookie.
Oh, thank God.
Serona, give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
I was eating the crumbs, not the actual cookie.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
never
it was
mind.
just
You're
like the
eating
few that.
crumbs.
Yeah. I'm keeping the cookie.
Oh, you're a
I'm
sick,
not
you're a
eating it yet.
sick chaos goblin. Anyway, Hite, as Alaric picks you up, he's like, what the heck is going on?
I don't know.
As soon as you're stabilized, he turns and opens the door and runs outside, and immediately you see him just like stop looking up.
I rush outside with him.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
I follow Hite.
I'm gonna help Serona up.
I'm like holding the cookie with one hand and grab your hand with the other. Oh my goodness, what was that? Do you know what that was?
Also, how's Billy?
I don't know.
Yeah, as you look around, all of the three of you, the other three of you, would be seeing like the mean girls and the jocks fell over too. But
Billy
they're helping
too?
each other. Yeah.
Yeah, where is
I
Billy?
help Billy up. Yeah, I help Billy up.
Thank you for helping me. I spilled my lunchbox milk on myself.
That's all right. Look, I take a little bit of milk and I spill a little bit on my pants too. I go, see, look, we're all milk buddies.
He's like crying, but like also like, you say you wet yourself.
Hey, Billy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm like a kiddo. I'm a kid. I'm like I have this many, and then this many.
Oh, you're 11.
Yes.
Wow, you're a baby. What are you doing at university? You got to get somewhere safe, okay? I think something crazy is going on with the
What are you
weather
talking?
and stuff. There's thunder, lightning, or something. Earthquake.
I'm not a student. My mom is professor. I'm just waiting for my mommy to come back and pick me up. Anyway, jumping back to
Your
Hite,
mom
who
is-
stepped
your mom is
outside.
here.
I'm actually looking for Hite.
Yeah, Tyra, as you're looking around, you see Hite has just stepped outside, and I'm assuming would stop with Alaric and is also looking up Hite.
Mhm.
As you look up in the sky, you see that this beautiful cloudy day has turned to a dark, purplish, indigo color, and there
Color's
is
kind of bad.
streaks running through the sky, leading towards the north. These long streaks, which are just forming these gaping cracks through the sky. And with
He's
the
pulling out his axes.
and as those cracks begin to expand, you watch as these clouds of black purple smoke begin to descend one at a time. One of them falls and hits down in front of you. And as it hits the ground about 30 feet away, as it lands and hits the ground, what's revealed is like what was smoke has now turned into a black purplish sludge on the ground. It begins bubbling and molting.
I put one axe away.
I'd like to know what the rest of you are doing inside. Are you still messing with Billy?
So I'm gonna Serona, I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll be right behind you. I was just trying to convince Billy here to get to safety. I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing you
Everyone should
around
get to
here, but
safety.
okay. Yeah, go
Is there a safe
find
path,
somewhere
path
safe.
out of here?
And also, is there like a place to hide nearby, like a bomb shelter, if you will, type of
So
building?
firstly, you would know that the closest, the first best exit is the one you came out of, because you guys are really close to the exit right there. That's the closest door. Follow up to that, you would know that if there's an attack or if something goes wrong, there's supposed to be a shelter close to the command training center. So basically where Hitte spends most of his time, there is a shelter there, but it's like hidden and like covered over in like grass and stuff. It's not used. There's never been
I grab Billy. I grab Billy by the scruff of his collar and I drag him with me.
Okay.
All right, come on, Billy. We're finding your mom.
Tyra, as you're walking towards the door, you would see the end of that description I said of the black smoke hitting the ground, and then way off in the distance, you're seeing that molten goo now forming.
That looks disgusting.
Do you step outside with Hitte?
Yes.
All right, so the two, Hitte and Tyra, you guys are standing next to each other. Itzy, you're coming up behind, and you
I'm
just
following
see
pretty close behind Tyra.
off
as
in the
well.
distance, you see just this molten goo on the ground, this big splotch of goo. Serona, you step out last, and now you see the same thing.
I didn't do that. That must be the alchemy students again. I did not have anything to do with that one.
Do we have weapons on us?
You would have your weapons, yeah.
I fire an arrow at it.
Before that happens, the ground beneath you begins to shake again, shake and move. Everything begins to rattle, and you watch as those cracks in the sky shoot forward, just descending into the north, these gaping cracks, followed by a voice, a loud voice echoing from these cracks in the sky. And you hear, Uthu Haduk Lue Bemodun Kijakroave Desiverok Ukalpika Ukplea Aledi Ukrava Hakkomea Ryuk Talanuk Ryuk. Does anybody want to try and figure out what that's saying?
Yes.
What languages
Yes.
do you all speak?
I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, so probably none of those. Those are all beautiful languages.
I
Common,
speak dragon
Elvish.
speech in common.
Common,
speak-
Elvish, Druidic, and Sylvan.
I know Primordial, Common, and Elven.
Anybody that speaks Elven, give me a history check.
That's a lot. 18
Is
on
that a
the
one?
die.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay, great.
21 for me total.
21. So the
one-
two of
the
you,
one thing I'm good at, history, and I've rolled a nat one on it.
Hitte, you are overwhelmed with everything going on that you don't understand what this language is or what it's saying. But the girls, you can hear it feels like there is some kind of hint of otherworldly Elven in there, something old. It is a kind of Elven that, and not just a kind of Elven, but like there are some hints of verbiage in there that seem familiar to you, that it's kind of somewhat relevant to the Elven language, but it's definitely not Elven at all.
Right.
And with that, as that happens, as you hear this command coming from the skies, everyone can hear it. There is no hiding it. You watch as that pile of goo begins to shift and change as arms extend from it with claws, shift, pick itself up, and you see its head wrench up out of this goo as a creature begins to form. It opens its jaw wide, and you see the only thing of color that is not this purplish slime is its silvery teeth that are revealed. And with that, it is going to begin to charge at you, and we will roll for initiative. But that's what you'll see next week on our show, because this is where we're going to end it. It's a good place to end it.
Aw.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching our show. We will be back with you next week with another exciting